Where did the Strava segment thing start?
Great question. The Strava segment idea was a mutual idea between Bailey and I. It started off with when we started Cooldown in Denver. We were trying to figure out a way to recruit people to come to Cooldown, and we figured like, where is our target audience? Where is everyone? What platform are people on? And everyone who's running, walking, recording any kind of workout is on Strava. So I had the brilliant idea to create a Strava account that just said Cooldown Running, and I would go comment on everyone's runs that was on the path that we wanted to do Cooldown on.
Oh, that's smart.
And I was just like, yo, nice run, like come to Cooldown. But it wasn't creepy at all because it wasn't coming from me.
Yeah.
And so I could just do it all day.
Oh, that's
because it
smart.
was just coming from Cooldown Running instead of like Daniel Belk. So I was fine with doing that. And we actually ended up getting a ton of people coming to Cooldown because of that. And so then I was like, okay, well, Strava seems to be like this great outlet of places that we can recruit people to come to Cooldown. What else can I be doing? And so I noticed that on Strava, you can kind of see the leaderboard of all of these segments. And I was like, well, let me go out and find the main segments that everyone is running and the most popular segments that people are doing. And I'm going to go try to put Cooldown at the top of the leaderboard. So I was like, there's a main segment in Denver that everyone runs. Every city's got their path that everybody's running.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go run this as fast as I can and put Cooldown at the top. And so I started doing that, and Bailey was like, okay, well, you're not going to go do that without me filming it because I think that's hilarious and just ridiculous. And so Bailey came out and filmed the first one, and that video did really, really well.
What was the first one?
The first one was 2 different locations. It was the Cherry Creek running path, which was at the time where we were doing Cooldown, and then the loop around the Broncos Stadium. So just the main running path around the Broncos Stadium. And at the time, Russell Wilson was getting made fun of for doing the Broncos country let's ride thing because the Broncos were terrible.
I remember that.
And so we were playing with that in the video, and then I got up on the Bronco, which is outside the stadium, and was pretending to ride it. And it was just allowing us the opportunity to kind of just make random content that people thought was funny and kind of just making fun of ourselves. And then people seemed to really like that. And so we were like, okay, let's see where we can do this at more locations. Yeah. And so we started just thinking about the most viral locations in Denver that we could do the Strava segments at. And so we were like, okay, let's do one at Red Rocks.
That one was sick.
The Red Rocks one is the hardest Strava segment, I think, in the existence of Strava segments.
Is it because the stairs, I'm assuming?
It's 2,000 stairs.
Oh my God.
And I completely made that number up off the top of my head, but it feels like 2,000. But it's so many stairs. And it takes, if you run it, the fastest I ever did it was in a minute, 27 seconds. So it's a minute, 27 seconds of just pure hell.
Oh my God.
Stair stepping as fast as you can. And we did one along a highway in Mexico. We did one at the Denver airport. That one was the one that we went the most viral and got 2 million views.
Yeah, that one, it was in the terminal, right?
It was in the terminal, yes. This one created quite the buzz. Quite the buzz because if you've ever tried to do a Strava segment close to a building or you probably haven't tried to do one indoors. I don't know. Have you tried to do a Strava segment indoors? Right.
Who does that?
I might be the only person who's ever tried to do that. However, the Strava records the segments from the GPS signals coming in and pinging.
Right.
And so when you do it indoors, underneath a roof, it's hard to get the signals to ping correctly. Right. And so obviously when we do these, we try to be number 1 on the leaderboard. And they the record at the time was I don't know, 28 seconds. I could be making this up, FYI. So if there's any Strava police or Instagram police, please don't come for me. But let's say it was 28 seconds. And so I went and did the segment, and I finished it in 23 seconds. So in my head, I'm number 1 on the Strava leaderboard, right? However, Strava didn't pick up on the fact that I had done the entire segment because the indoor pinging and everything, it didn't register. So
on Strava, it didn't count.
Exactly. So from Strava's eyes, they were like, we can't put this on the leaderboard because we don't know if it's legit or not, even though I had just done it and I was like, okay, I beat the record. Like,
Right.
let's go. Let's make this video. It'll be funny. And so that's actually what made it go viral the most, is because the person.
These damn dogs, dude.
That's okay.
Dude.
We'll get Magoo's up here.
Magoo, get down, dude.
We're recording. Down. Good.
I'm shocking the wrong dog.
You're good. Magoo's
Okay, he'll chill. Okay. Anyways, so it did count on Strava because of GPS. Okay.
It didn't count on Strava because of GPS. And so when we posted the video, the guy who was number one, which I forget his name. If I knew his name, I would say it right now, but I forgot what his name was. He is on like the club track team at BYU.
Oh.
And he had the segment because I guess one time during COVID, he was in the DIA airport. I don't know why he was there during COVID, but he was. And he just like ran through the terminal a bunch.
Oh,
so he like got the segment record. And so when we posted the video, he went nuts and was just like commenting on anyone who commented on it. He was like, at Daniel Belk is fake. Like,
dude,
Daniel Belk is a fraud. Like, the comments are hilarious.
That's
and
good
like,
engagement, though.
Oh, exactly.
The algorithm loves that.
The algorithm loves it, and that's why it ended up going viral. Is because we had a couple haters, and so all of his boys started hating too. Like, the whole BYU club track team is not about your boy D Belk. They don't love me because I guess I pretended to come take this one guy's record.
Dude, I like the mindset of like you're not doing something right unless you got a few haters. That's how you know you're doing it right.
You're right. You ain't popping unless you got haters. And so the BYU guys started coming for me, and then once everyone would see their comments, then other random people were chiming in because it was this crazy whirlwind of these, like, of the Strava police coming out from the woodworks, being like, "This guy doesn't have the segment," and then also like United Airlines and Frontier Airlines and Southwest Airlines and every airline was commenting on it, and then it just started going crazy. And
that's nuts. How many views is it at? Do you know?
I think right now it's at like 1.7 or 1.8 million views,
That's so wild.
which is by far the most that we have of any segment. But I just remember, being at a concert while it was like going viral.
Yeah.
And it was just insane. And I turned my phone to my friend and I was like, yo, there's a billion people like screaming at me on Instagram right now, telling me how much of a like, I mean, I don't know if this is a PG podcast.
You can cuss, I don't care.
Okay, everyone was like, you fucking bitch.
People were like commenting stuff like that?
Oh,
People
bro, the
People are
the
ruthless.
comments are crazy. They were like,
People
this
are
guy
mad.
is such a douche.
Over
like,
a Strava
fuck this guy.
segment.
It was wild. Luckily, I have relatively thick skin, and so like it didn't really bother me too much. But
Oh my gosh.
it made for some pretty good laughter amongst our friend group. And now, like every time we post a Strava segment, because Strava will repost it on their page, there's like the whole BYU club track team that will just like go to it immediately and be like, fuck this
Oh
guy,
my
he's such a
God.
fraud. Like
so funny.
every single one we post still to this day, and that was like a year ago.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for your boy. I've been thinking about just rolling up to a BYU club track meet and entering myself in every single event and just like going ham.
Dude, you should like go to, where's BYU? Is that Provo, Utah?
Yeah.
You should go and just like find all the local segments and just take them all.
100%. That's what we're gonna do.
That'd be so funny.
That's what we're gonna do. We actually, I don't know if I should say that.
No, don't do that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
We can cut this out if we need to, but if not, it doesn't matter. But I was thinking about, this was not a joint decision between Bailey and I, but
Don't bring me into this.
creating a Strava segment from like a local sex shop to this guy's like mom's house and being like and being the king of that Strava segment.
Oh my god.
That being
Call
the
it
next
like
one.
his mom's name or something.
Call him out. Please don't put that in there.
We're taking that out.
Yeah, I'm not.
No. People love that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Dude,
whatever. It is
I
what
love
it is.
it. That's so great.
BYU
I liked
club
it.
track.
I liked that it started with just like marketing basically for Cooldown. It's like, I mean, most people just like pay for ads or like hey, come run our group run, but it's like
The
no,
guerrilla marketing that we have done for Cooldown has been next level. Like, we are out here. When we first started, we were writing on chalk all around Denver. We were writing like follow Cooldown Running. in the airport or like anywhere in big spaces, we'd airdrop people a Cooldown Running QR code to follow us. We've been doing some crazy stuff, but it's definitely paid off. That's for sure.
I love
Yeah.
that. Dang.
People ask like how we grew our Instagram so quickly for a run club, and I would say it's just being what's the right word? Maybe like the most unapologetic, or like the most we just like have no shame, really.
Yeah.
We're just unrelenting.
There you go.
Shameless.
Yes.
And we just do the most crazy things and hope that it works.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
Yeah.
Where did this like idea come from to like market it like this and be different? It kind of reminds me of like the Wendy's Twitter. Have you guys ever seen the Wendy's Twitter?
Yeah, it's so
Where
funny.
it like has nothing to do with Wendy's, but they just go and like shit talk everybody.
Totally.
I mean, you guys aren't really shit talking necessarily. Like you're
Yeah.
just like doing your own thing. Like
Yeah.
don't really care what anybody says. I love
Yeah.
that.
I would say we're
Also,
just...
talk like if you can get
Oh,
closer to the mic. Yeah.
Perfect. Will do.
It'd be a better experience for the listeners.
We got you.
All right, listeners.
This is why we need headphones, because with headphones you can like hear yourself, and so
Yeah.
you know if you get like too far, you can hear it. But that's my bad.
Listeners, we're here. Video
The
editor,
dogs are
sorry
here.
about this.
Everybody's in here.
Yeah, the dogs are here.
Yeah. So where did this idea for like this type of marketing come from? Like, did you guys have marketing experience before this?
So I do marketing full time for
Oh,
my
okay.
job. So I do social media marketing, and I feel like there's so many like limitations with Instagram. Like you can only get so far. The algorithm, you know, you get shadow banned so easily. Like ideally we would be DMing all of our followers every day just to like keep chatting with them and stuff like that. But we've probably been shadow banned a few times for some of these types of
I
things
know
that
you
we
could-
do.
Really? They don't like when you like message too many people, or they?
Like when you're messaging everybody like the same exact thing or things
because
like
I think
that.
it's like spam or something.
Exactly. Yeah. So stuff like that. But
That makes sense.
yeah.
How do you know if you're shadow banned? Because sometimes it's probably more my ego of like,
Yeah.
I must be just shadow banned. That's why this video's not doing good.
Right.
Like, I'm probably not though.
I feel like that's the classic response whenever
Yeah.
your content's not doing good. You're like, I'm definitely shadow banned
Yeah,
right now.
I'm getting canceled right now.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if there's a way to know. And, you know, I guess it's just like our assumptions. We're like,
Right.
oh, our video totally flopped, our post totally flopped. And we, you know, mass DM'd 100 people yesterday. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
yeah.
Dang. Do you have any future segment plans, like any big ones planned right now?
No, I do want to like change up the way that we're doing it though, because in the past it has just been me going out and trying to break segments.
Yeah. I was going to ask if you've ever done one, Bailey.
I have not done a segment yet. I should do one soon, but I'm usually the one filming
Okay.
and a lot of the creative direction behind the segment.
Yeah.
So I'm more on the background right now. And
Yeah.
I do think I don't have as thick of skin as Daniel does for people to roast me after that.
You just
So
can't read the comments.
Exactly.
No, but that's so funny. Reading the
Yeah.
comments is the best
It
part.
really
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's the best
And it's good
part.
feedback too.
It
of,
is.
That's
like,
true.
It's hilarious.
I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But some people are so rude. Like,
Yeah.
just like relentless in the comments.
It is crazy how people just have no filter when they're commenting
Dude,
on
it's
things.
crazy. I feel like YouTube has the worst, like the meanest people.
Really?
I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's like not quite as personal as Instagram. Because Instagram, it's like your personal account usually that you're commenting from. But YouTube, you can like make an anonymous account really easily.
Yeah.
So there's like more of a filter there, I think.
You know what I think would be a great like little piece of content would be to read out, like, you know how they do mean tweets?
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah.
celebrities read out like the mean tweets that are said about
Yeah.
them. Yeah, I think that would definitely be funny for me because
Dude.
mine are pretty aggressive. But Bailey doesn't quite have the haters that I do.
Yeah, we like to say that I'm the brains and he's the beauty behind the Strava segment.